How's it going, everyone? This is the Anime Man. Welcome back to another episode of the monthly Otaku Collection, a show that I do at the end of every single month or the beginning of every single month, depending on whether I upload this at the beginning or the end, where I give you guys a recap of the things that have been happening during the month, but also giving you a highlight reel of the manga that I purchased, the anime that I watched, the merch that I got, all that good stuff. And as per every single monthly Otaku Collection, we have a figurine giveaway, proudly brought to you by the people over at Tokyo Otaku Mode. So if you're interested in that, then make sure to stick around to the end of the video. So last month, I decided not to do a monthly Otaku Collection, purely because I hadn't really purchased a lot of things. There wasn't really a lot to talk about, other than I guess just planning on some like big projects and kind of side projects that I've been doing outside of YouTube. I also did a video with the Tokyo Otaku Mode people and my good buddy Ladybeard, where we did a massive giveaway full of $300 worth of merchandise. If you want to watch that video, because I'm really fucking proud of that video, then I'll leave it in the link in the description below. So check it out and let me know if you like it. But yeah, this time next month I won't be here in Japan. I'll actually be over in the US because I will be attending basically 3 months worth of conventions. I'll basically be away from the end of May to the start of August, which I kind of did last year as well. Actually, I don't even think it was that long last year, so this one's going to be quite long. So I'm really busy right now trying to make some videos in advance for you guys so that I can relax as long as I can and, you know, focus on the conventions that I'll be going to for as long as I can. But you will also be seeing videos from the US, since I have just no time and energy to make 3 months worth of videos in advance. Fuck that noise. But I will do my best to not rush any content out. If content gets slow during the summer, then there's your reason. But since I will be going to a bunch of conventions this summer, I just want to list them out in a video for you guys in case you missed any of my notifications and announcements that I do over on my Twitter. So this summer I will be going to 4 conventions, 3 in the US and 1 in Europe. The first con I'll be going to is MomoCon in Atlanta, Georgia. That's going to be happening from the, let me see, it's going to start on May 24th, and I think it's like a 4-day convention if I'm not mistaken. It's just an awesome convention full of like anime, manga, video games, comics, all that good stuff. And apparently it also has one of the largest video game halls at any convention, so I'm really excited to check that out. So I'll be there for the entire duration of the convention. I will be doing, I think, 5 panels and 2 signings, I believe, something like that. I know one of the panels I'll be doing will also be a solo panel, so if you can meet me at one of those panels and whatnot, that would be super dope. If you do want to know the details of that though, then I will be tweeting them out as we get closer to the convention. I guess keep an eye out on my Twitter if you want to know what panels and signings I will be doing at what time. I also have a link in the description if you want to purchase the MomoCon tickets if you haven't yet. And I've never been to Georgia before, or I've never been to that side of the United States before, so I'm kind of interested to see what that's like. And a bunch of my friends will be there as well. It's going to be a fun time, so I'll see you in Atlanta if you are around. The second convention I'll be going to at the start of June will be A-Kon in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's correct. It's on the screen if I'm not. That's gonna start on the 7th of June. I'll be, again, there for the entire duration. I don't know how many panels or signings I'll be doing yet because we're still trying to figure that out. But again, I'll let you know on Twitter once I do know. The third convention I'll be going to is Anime Expo in Los Angeles, California. That's gonna be starting on the 5th of July. I'm not actually a guest at Anime Expo, but this will be my 3rd year going to Anime Expo. I will be doing a bunch of panels and signings with a bunch of companies that I am working closely with, like Bookwalker, King Records. I think I might also be doing stuff with Faku and Tokyo Otaku Mode. Again, I'll let you know all that kind of stuff once it's figured out on Twitter. Anime Expo is just one of those conventions that's just become a tradition for us anime YouTubers, since it's that one convention that all the anime YouTubers from all around the world kind of go to gather and hang out all together. So I'm really excited to hang out again with all of my friends. And yeah, should be a super fun time. And the 4th convention I'll be going to is the one in Europe. I will be going back, me and Aki will be coming back to AnimeCon Suomi in Helsinki, Finland. Last year we went to AnimeCon, they invited us, and we had such an awesome time in Finland. It was the first time we'd ever been to Europe, and it was super fucking fun. And I think they've moved the convention to like Helsinki, because last year it was in a little tiny town in the middle of Finland called Kuopio. But now they've, with the success of the convention from last year, they've moving it to Helsinki, so now it's in the city. And a ton of you guys, not just from Finland, but like all over Europe, came to that convention to hang out with us. So yeah, if you guys are living in Europe, then come to AnimeCon Suomi in Finland, because it's a super fucking fun time. So those are the conventions that I will be going to this summer. I might be going to a few more conventions closer to the end of the year, but those are still in the planning stages, so I will let you know in a later video. Oh, and also concerning content for next month, there is going to be a bunch of fucking dank-ass videos, especially a bunch of fucking dank-ass collabs that are going to be coming out in May and June, so I really hope you look forward to those. Anyway, enough about the updates, let's get on to the actual otaku collection. So first of all, I have this bag here that I received from the people over at King Records, who were the ones who looked after me when I did some voice acting stuff for Pop Team Epic, and so they gave me a bunch of Pop Team Epic merch that was kind of just lying around, so thought I'd show you some of those. First we have this Pee Me handkerchief, which just says danger. I like that, I might be using that. We also have a Pop Team Epic rubber magnet. I'll probably just stick that on my fridge. And we also have a bunch of key holders and cord holders and whatnot, so that's really, really cool. I might be giving some of these away to some of you guys at some panels that I do, maybe. If you're interested in that, then I guess let me know in the comments. I don't know which convention I'll be giving these away at, but you know, I might just bring this bag to a bunch of conventions and just toss them into the crowd at whatever panel that I do, so make sure to come and see me at the conventions. On to the manga recommendations, and I specifically have 2 manga recommendations that I have. I was gonna have 3, but I tweeted this out over on Twitter, but one of the series that I wanted to recommend in this episode just hit me so hard that I decided to make a separate video, like just dedicated to that manga series, considering nobody else has ever talked about this manga series, and I think it deserves so much more attention than it doesn't so far. So that's going to be coming out sometime this month, so look out for that. But the first manga that I will be showing off is Rappa! Dirimu Kissu. Now, this art style might be familiar to some people, and that's because it is done by Kawashita Mizuki, who is the author of I think her most famous work is Ichigo 100%, which is a manga that I grew up reading and I fucking loved. But Dirimu Kissu is basically the first series that Kawashita Mizuki did, and as the art style suggests, it's fucking kawaii as hell. Look at that. That's Dirimu, the main character, and she's a succubus of some kind, I believe, if I remember correctly. There's only 2 volumes of this, but it just is really cool to see how Kawashita Mizuki got her start in the manga world, and all the characters are fucking attractive as hell, you know, good old Kawashita Mizuki style. There's a bunch of fan service as well, so really cool, really great little fantasy rom-com series. So if you love your rom-com series and you loved your Ichigo 100%, definitely recommend some of that. And the second series that I wanted to show off, which is the title and thumbnail of this video, if I remember to do it, is Ijōsha no Ai. Now, this is a series that I picked up. This is volume 3, because I can't find the other 2 volumes for some reason. But this is a manga series serialized in Shonen Magazine. And this one is done by Chida Daisuke. And it is basically really fucked up love story. Is the only way I can describe it. Basically, without giving too much away, it's all about this girl who is the ultimate yandere. Like the main girl in this story puts characters like Yuno Gasai to shame when it comes to the sheer level of yandere-ness. Like, this is a series that is truly the definition of how fucked up a yandere can be. It's not exactly the most perfect story, but I do kind of think the art style of the characters is really interesting, because it's not like your typical kind of serious style, but the art style can very quickly develop into some pretty fucked up things. Like, as you can see there, that's one of the more serious panels in this manga. So if you enjoy your yandere love stories, your kind of fucked up love stories, definitely recommend this one. I actually don't remember how I found this. I think I kind of got drawn into the cover of the first volume, which, again, I can't really show you because I don't know where the first volume is. It's somewhere in my house. But I just saw the cover of this manga and I thought, that looks fucked up and weird, I might enjoy that. And I read the first volume and it was really, really interesting. The way that the story is set up and the many, many twists that happen along the way of this fucked up girl trying to basically get the boy of her dreams to notice her senpai is really interesting and very thrilling. So I only have the first 3 volumes of this, but I believe it's currently serializing, I believe, and I think it's up to the 4th or 5th volume, something like that. So I definitely want to buy the remaining 2 or 3 volumes of this when it comes out. It's also a series that is surprisingly quite graphic. Like, you'd think that, you know, Shonen Magazine, you know, being a shonen, as the name suggests, a shonen publication company, would, you know, hold off on a lot of, like, sexualization. But the depiction of, I guess, violence and torture and more, like, especially, like, the sexual relationships that these characters get into later in the series, especially in this 3rd volume, is surprisingly quite graphic and mature for a shonen manga. I was really surprised that a story like this would be serialized in a shonen magazine. So if you're expecting, you know, the more cutesy style, you know, as you would be fooled from this kind of art style, but, you know, I can show you the back here. Like, that's more of the kind of things that you're gonna be getting into if you read this manga. It's quite fucked up, so all I'm saying is just be prepared for whatever comes out in the story. So, Ijoushana Ai. Definitely recommend it. And finally, we are here at that part of the video that everybody enjoys at the monthly otaku collection. It is the figurine giveaway that I will be giving to you guys. Now, this month's figurine is based off a series that I very, very much enjoy, and it's so much so that I actually interviewed the author of this particular series a couple of months back, and is also a series that is very difficult to come across when looking for figurines. You know, they're either very rare to find, or if they're not rare, very expensive. But this is a first for me. I might have to actually censor this because I don't know how the Puritans over at YouTube HQ will feel about this series. But it is Spice and Wolf Holo 1:7 figurine, scale figurine. That is a fucking beautiful holo figurine. Holo figurines are so goddamn hard to come across, personally. Like, I've always had trouble. There's like a few holo figurines that I have seen which looked fucking awesome, but they're all so expensive. They're like at least like $200 or something insane like that, and they're even more difficult to find over in the West. But luckily, the lovely folks over at Tokyo Otaku Mode are giving one person, one lucky viewer, a chance to win this beautiful, beautiful holo figurine in all of her glory. If you're underage and you have parents, then might be a little bit more difficult for you to get your hands on this one, but just say it's art. Spice and Wolf is art. If you want to go into the giveaway, it is a completely free giveaway to enter. I will leave the link in the description below. The first link in the description below, it will be where you can enter this awesome figurine giveaway. One winner will win, and you have, I believe, until the 9th of May. So you have about a week before a winner will be announced. And of course, as always, with any of these figurine signings, I will be signing the box for you guys, so you can brag to your friends of a Japanese Australian guy on YouTube talking about anime's signature. So much value involved. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode of the monthly otaku collection. Thank you very much again for tuning in. I've just been absolutely insanely busy, not just with YouTube, but also with, you know, a bunch of other side stuff outside of YouTube that I'm slowly getting my hands on. And, you know, this year has been easily one of the most busy years of my life, like hands down one of the most busy years of my life. But I'm just really glad that you guys are still continuing to support the growth of this channel, still continue to support my friends that I do work with, and it's fun times, man. You gotta learn to adapt and change, and I'm glad you guys are open to the adaptation and changing of my channel and quote-unquote career on YouTube. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. As always, like and favorite if you enjoy, subscribe for more anime banner, and I'll see you guys in the next video of whatever I make. Keep watching anime. Johnny!